got the, talk about this again, the Timberwolves. The Wolves, game one in San Antonio against the Spurs. See how this shakes out compared to the matchup with the Nuggets. Things could look a little different. We got to bring in our own Ahmad Hicks to talk more about this. We've been talking about this up and down for how this is going to match up. And will Ant be seen in the game tonight? If he says he's cleared to play or partake, he was practicing, he wants to go, what would hold him back?
The medical staff just saying, you know what, we're going to take the slow route here. We understand that you want to play, but we're going to be precautious. That would be the only thing I think that keeps Anthony Edwards off the basketball court tonight. But I believe if he wants to play and he says, hey, I'm ready to go, I believe they will let him go. And when I saw him shooting the other day stationary drills, I was like, okay, he won't be back in games 1 and 2. Then you see him the next day coming off screen, shooting jump shots, elevating. You're like, okay, he looks pretty good. Then you see shoot around this morning where he was participating from other media members on their social medias, and you're like, this is a guy going through pretty much everything he would go through during a normal morning shoot around. He looked normal, didn't have a limp or anything like that. He's a competitor. His teammates call him the Wolverine for a reason, and I think the rest of the NBA world is about to find out.
The Wolverine, that seems appropriate because he's a notably quick healer.
Yeah, every time. I mean, every time he suffers an injury or he turns an ankle or he does something that makes you go like, oh my God, he's going to be out for a while. He comes back the next half and drops like 25 points. We're like, my God, like if I would have rolled my ankle that way, you would have put me on the IR list for at least 2 months to return. So, he is young, and he's blessed, to be young and to be able to bounce back as fast as he's able to. So hopefully he plays tonight for the Timberwolves sake.
Hopefully, yeah. How do, in your view, Ahmad, how do these two teams, match up? I mean, they're a high-rated defense and offense here. How do the Wolves look against them?
It's going to be competitive, Rob. I think they're both young. They're both athletic. They both have high-level defenders. They both have high-level shot makers. These are going to be close games. Teams are going to have their runs, but it's going to come down to that final 5 to 6 minutes in the fourth quarter every single night. I just think it all boils down to who takes care of the ball the most, because they both have elite defenders. The Timberwolves can't go out there and turn the ball over 25 times and expect to win. So I think if they can, take care of the ball, make shots, don't make anything complicated, and, don't force Anthony Edwards the ball, just play team basketball, I think they come out on top, but I'm sure it's going to be a 6 or 7 game series.
So you think it'll be, and you think these will be tight games? I mean, do you see any big margins?
No. Unless just one team just has an off night, foul trouble, and, the home court is cooking. But no, I expect every game to be close. Both of these teams have, they're defensive minded the way that they are, built and constructed. And so I think that we're in for a dogfight each and every night.
No, I know this wasn't on our agenda here, but did you catch any of the hockey game last night?
Yeah, I was working. I had to do sports now last night.
Yeah, you were working last night.
Yeah.
Well, but so as you're working, sometimes it's hard to catch all of it, but yeah.
Oh, it was crazy. So, I'm watching the game. I go downstairs to go talk to the producers. 1 goal is scored. Go back upstairs. Another goal is scored. Go do my 10 o'clock hit in the A block. 2 more goals scored. Then come back for my sports hit. 3 more goals scored. It was like I couldn't keep up last night. But, yes, an exciting game. Not the most exciting finish for the Minnesota Wild, but a lot of people didn't even think they would be competitive in this series. So to go out there and do what they did last night, I mean, speaks volumes. So let's see if they can kind of carry over a little bit of that good momentum into game 2.
Yeah, well, I would think that anytime you put 6 goals up, that's a good indication that that's usually a winning goal number. That's a pretty good indication that you can score on these guys. If you can prevent them from scoring, things are going to go your way.
And no Joel Eriksson Ek, no Jonas Brodin in that game. So you think about 2 key players for the Wild that if they had them, maybe things would be a little bit different. So they're both going to miss the next game, but have a chance to return in games 3 or 4. So you just hope that the Wild can kind of keep this one in check, stay competitive, get it back to Grand Casino Arena, and then hopefully show up there.
Well, I think, too, a lot of what happened last night is because it was a starkly different type of game than it was against the Stars, that they would then take that. And even though they prepare, they didn't have as much time to prepare. as as the opponent did in this case. But maybe they learn a lot from that and they can adjust their game plan accordingly. They are a skilled, quick team.
The excuses go out the window now this time of year, Rob. And who cares how much time you have to prepare? Maybe some teams say it's better to keep playing and be on a roll to go into that next game. So it's the Wild won't make any excuses for last night, but Jasper has to be better. Their defense has to be better if they want to be able to contend in this series. If not, it's going to be a very long series and maybe a high-scoring series for Colorado if they don't get their acts together.
Yeah, fun time of year regardless. Ahmad, thanks for taking some time today. It's going to be another fun night.
No problem. See you guys soon.
All right, see you, Ahmad. All right, we got to take a quick break.